Hey, welcome guys to part 14, Death Stranding 2, my platinum guide. So for this, we want to make sure, you see that road paver, you've got enough materials to fully upgrade it. I need 1600 metals and 220 ceramics. And then from there, we're going to go through this enemy base, take out a few enemies, and then make our way to the pizza chef. Yeah, not going to take out every enemy, I'll explain why shortly. Let's just first get down there and build that road paver. Yeah, you'll see the reason I built this ramp here. Gets you down the hill a little bit quicker. These ramps are very good for getting down like steep cliffs, by the way. You can put ramp at the edge, just use the ramp and you get down really easily. Bit different to how you land compared to DS1, because DS1 when you land, you actually seem to set off at the same speed at which you hit the ramp, but now you slow down a bit. I think it's to allow you to have a bit more control of where you go afterwards. But yes, down here, just be careful you don't go too close to where the enemies are. Yeah, you're going to come down to this valley. Yeah, past the paver, as you can see there. And once we've built that road paver and taken out the enemies, we're going to take this path up this hill. The reason we're doing this is to avoid most of the other enemies. We're only going to attack a few. Yeah, so you come up here and we'll come down here afterwards, take out a few more enemies, and then make our way to the pizza chef and deliver that pizza before it gets cold. So for this particular encounter, the most points you can get is 200, and because each enemy will give you 40 points when defeated, that means we only need to defeat 5 for maximum points. If you defeat 6, you're not going to get any more points, so it's a waste of time. Unless of course you just want to take everybody out, but you don't want to defeat everybody anyway, because we're going to come back later and fight these enemies again. So yeah, build that road paver. That actually makes some of the mines disappear, which are in the path of the road. Yeah, so use the sniper rifle from here. You see that tower? There's usually 2 enemies here. I'm going to take out that first one and the second one. You might want to take the one out first on the ground, because one in the tower he normally just stays there. But yeah, take these both out quickly before they spot you. That's it. I normally wait for one more, because normally when you take out them 2 from here, we'll see another one coming around the corner. If it doesn't happen, just move on guys, and you can take out 3 in the next spot. Basically, we're going to be using kind of 2 like nests where we're going to snipe them from. This will be the first, and the second one will be near the pizza chef. At some point you need to get 2 enemies at one and 3 at the other to reach that maximum score of 200 points. Remember, you get 40 points per defeat, and if you defeat them in stealth, you get stealth points and threat points. But if you defeat them when they're aware of you, you only get threat points. So you want to try to defeat them when they are unaware of you, of course. So that's 3 enemies I just took out. Now we're going to come at this path I showed you up the hill, because now at this point there'll be more enemies kind of coming to investigate, but it might take a bit longer, and of course they might be looking in your direction. So we're going to try to come up behind them now, and there'll be like another tower as well where there'll be 2 enemies positioned nearby, so we can take 2 out really easily. Yeah, once you trigger them, even though they're not aware of you, it can make them move around a bit. But there'll be specific enemies which will kind of stay near where they usually patrol around. They won't really move too far away. Mainly them ones near the towers. So that's ones I'm going to try to work on. Yeah, to get 5 nice, easy knockouts. We'll actually be coming back up this path very later to make our way to the architect, but there'll be BTs up there on the way back. Yeah, so down here, and about halfway down the hill, we can stop and knock out 2 more enemies. We've took out 3 already, so I need to get 2 more. But if you only took out 2, you now want to get 3. You don't have to do this, but we do need to build up our combat and stealth points, because you need 40 and everything for a trophy. So eventually you are going to have to start knocking out enemies, guys. But if we do it now as you go through a story, it just prevents grinding it later, because you can only get these points during orders. Yeah, so if you can't quite get a good advantage point, just move up the hill slightly, or move a bit closer. Yeah, and take them 2 out. That'll be 5 altogether. Yeah, one of the main reasons we came out at night time is because it makes it harder for them to see you. If this is daytime, they'd probably see you straight away as soon as you fire your sniper rifle, because of course it's not silenced. But yeah, but you do need to be quick, because eventually they will see you if you stay in one place for too long. I'll have some more tips later for combat. For example, I find if you stand in the grass, for some reason it just makes it really hard for them to spot you. You can just stand in the grass shooting them all, and they just can't see you. Providing they don't get too close. But yeah, we'll do that a bit later when we do a quest going to the Motherhood. Yeah, right, let's deliver this pizza. Hopefully it's still warm for him. Yeah, Pizza Chef is a bit weird to level up first, because you don't really find any lost cargo for him until a bit later. You have to complete a few orders and then find a specific unique piece lost cargo and bring it back to him. Yeah, because now he's on like what, 2.8? Yeah, but look at them points. So got undetected 100, stealth elimination 200, and threat elimination 200. So the maximum you can get them up to is plus 200 in terms of threat elimination and stealth elimination. Yeah, but then points will change depending on the order. Some orders you can get up to like 600 points, some it'll be only 100 points. Yeah, so it kind of varies from order to order. Mainly if an order takes you directly into a mule camp, you'll get more points. If it takes you near one, you'll probably get like 200 like this, you know, where you can't go around it. Or if it takes you like nowhere near a mule camp, you might only be able to get 100 maximum. Right, so I'm going to check lost cargo. Yep, and take out the crystals. Yeah, take out everything, just going to put everything in the DHV, so it should be nearby now. Now we've bought this Pizza Chef area online. If you notice that this piece is kind of like a pizza shape, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to make our way to the Architect next. The Architect, we have to go back up that hill where we just came down. There'll be BTs there. Now when it comes to BTs and combat points and stealth points, with the BTs, if you can actually, they can become aware of you, but it counts as stealth, I think, as long as they don't make the black tar come up from the floor. If you just drive straight past them quickly, even though they might spin around and start moving in your direction, as long as they don't get too close, I think it still counts as stealth. Yeah, I think it still counts as stealth. Yeah, I'm moving all this over to my DHV now. And that's the order we're going to be doing now, guys. That little sub-order, the Architect. It is a sub-order, so you don't need to worry about difficulties. You can leave it on story if you want to, providing you don't have any of the standard orders in progress. Yeah, but you have to keep it flat. So either take a truck with you, or pack your backpack in such a way, guys, that it'll be on top. Sometimes you might find if you have almost very little cargo on your back, then the pizza will go inside your backpack and it will not be flat, it'll be sideways. But the way around it is, you know, all your blood bags, which you've got equipped normally anyway, you take all your blood bags out your utility pouch and put them in your backpack, and then put the pizza on your back. It will normally sit on the top, which works really well, and that way you don't have to take any more weight with you. Yeah, you have to offload the pizza, then click on the blood bags, highlight them all, put them all in your backpack, and then go back to the pizza, put it back on your back. I know you have to mess about a bit, but yeah, that's a good way around it. Right, let's stop all these materials in the private locker. Of course, you can check the share locker again, see if they've got anything. We are going to the Architect next, of course, and then to the Data Scientist, and then over to the Motherhood. Yeah, that's going to be our kind of next few points of contact. Yeah, Architect will be back to Pizza Chef actually after that, and then over to the Data Scientist, and then over to the Motherhood. Of course, Hartman's quite close to us, or Northern Environmental Observatory, so if you want to pop some lost cargo over to them, you can do. Yeah, so I'll show you now what I mean by blood bag. So I'm going to offload the pizza, put all these in my backpack, and look how much space they take up. It's crazy that they actually fit in your utility pouch, but when you put them in your backpack, they're massive. But yeah, it's a really good way, guys. Of course, your blood bags don't take up any much weight, and you've always got them with you anyway. And it makes you so you can keep that pizza flat. Right, let's do it. So you have to get there in 5 minutes. So it's going to take the same path. We'll swim that anyway. I mean, you can come at this part of the hill if you want to, or go back up where we came down earlier. But yeah, see BTs that are there now. And we're actually going to go through that BT area because I want to grab some cargo for the architect. And as long as you're quick, yeah, as long as you're quick, hopefully the BTs do not get a chance to actually start spamming the tar beneath you where it tries to grab you. Yeah, and as long as that doesn't happen, I think you can get stealth undetected points. I have tried attacking these BTs, just at the moment, with our current firepower, nothing kills them quick. The quickest way to actually defeat them is by using a truck with 2 guns on the side. It's actually a really good way to defeat them. But yeah, it's just not really worth it, guys. It takes too long, and it's quite easy to get grabbed, even when you're using the truck. So yeah, straight over here, keep scanning. That's your first piece lost cargo for the architect. And you can see the other one just over there. Yeah, try not to drive directly into the BTs. They show up a bit earlier compared to the first game, so you can actually see where they are a bit quicker. Yeah, that's the second piece lost cargo. Now let's carry on to the architect. Yeah, so avoid the BTs, guys. Like I said, as long as you're quick, hopefully you can remain undetected. They might spot you, or possibly see something in that direction, but as long as they don't spawn the tar beneath you, I think it's okay. I mean, I can't put a finger on it yet why they seem to not be aware of you when they kind of look like they are, but just how it works with the BTs. Right, so here we are, the architect, hidden behind this rock illusion. Yeah, so I think you can deliver everything at once with the architect. Unless, of course, you've got more lost cargo. If you've got more, you can try to deliver it separately, but if you just got the order and the 2 pieces like I have, just deliver it all at once, guys. Probably not going to get any more points. But did you see there? We've got undetected, plus 100. Yeah, and he's going to have an order going back to the pizza chef. Yeah, but he unlocks a coral bridge as well. Yeah, we'll craft one of them in a second. Bad thing here though is you can't bring the DHV close. So if you do want to get all the materials, you'd have to like make a few trips. But probably something we'll worry about later. We'll bring the truck up later when it's a higher level and it's got much more of materials in stock. I mean, you can try to take out a few. We are going to be picking up some large piece of cargo coming up, so you don't want to take out too much. I mean, I've took what, 2 metals, some ceramics, some resins. But what you can do, if you remember, if you mess about with the quantities, you could probably cram all these into smaller pieces of cargo, and that might be a way around it actually. But to be honest, I didn't know it at this point when I was recording this. That's something I experimented with, I think, when I got near the mother hut. That's when I started experimenting with all the different weights and how the game crams them all into one when you auto arrange. But yeah, if you do that auto arrange thing here, it might work better. So I'm going to craft a PCC level 2 as well, by the way. Probably should have crafted that before I took out the materials. But yeah, craft a PCC level 2. Because we want to be building a coral bridge. Yeah, we've got a bike as well. With no battery, so I can fit a bit on the side of our bike. I don't know if the bike has a weight limit actually. You know the weight you can put on the side of it. I mean, I pay attention sometimes to the weight on the truck. I think the truck has like a 800 kilo capacity or something. 800 kilo or 900 kilo, something like that. But I'm not quite sure on the bike yet. Yeah, so doing that order to the pizza chef. It's a standard order, so you want to make sure you're on casual difficulty. So before you take it, save your game, change casual, guys, and then go back and take the order. Yeah, so if I auto arrange now, you're going to see all these cram into smaller containers. Yeah, so see the metals, I just crammed all them into one. Look, metals 750. I think it doesn't make the container bigger. So you want to cram as much as you can in one container. You need to start with an extra large container and then try to fit the smaller ones into that. Because as you can see, it doesn't seem to make the containers bigger. It just seems to cram what it can into one container. But each container size does have like a max quantity, you know, that it can fit inside. So yeah, if you want to try to fit as much as you can, you want to start with an extra large container and try to cram it into one of those. Right, so change it to casual. Let's take the standard order. So standard order 394 back to the pizza chef. Yep. It says it's in the BT area, but the BTs are actually gone now. So we've got that PCC level 2 as well. Right, we're going to come over here and use that Kyle bridge to get across the river. You might already have a bridge put down by other players. On my other accounts I did. But this one didn't seem to be there. Yeah, I had a bridge here on my other accounts. Yeah, so Kyle bridge. Going to put that safe house down at the Motherhood later. I mean, you can probably just jump across this river. Right, let's go. And of course, if there's time full, it will not work. I mean, you'll put it down, but you will not be able to use it if there's time full. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue over here first and uncover this mine. Yeah, there's a mine over here, but you want to uncover it on the map. Yeah, that's actually a ceramic mine. So it's going to be really good for farming ceramics later. I think it's a ceramic mine. I think that's the one. Yeah, mine north of Tar Lake. So we've uncovered it. So later on we can actually see how much it needs. And we can just come over there and upgrade it. Right, so yeah, 4 pieces of cargo for the pizza chef. They are large. So like I was saying, you do need quite a bit of space. Yeah, now I've got rid of that PCC level 1, I auto-arranged my cargo. Right, so that's cargo number 1. You of course try not to damage this too much as well if you can help it. Yeah, that's number 2. Yeah, I do normally try to get one higher up first and then go down to the lower one. It's easier going down than what is going up. But of course, they did a bit back to front this time. Yeah, but and the other one's across this river. Yes, I normally can't fit this one on. So I had to juggle my cargo around a little bit. Yeah, still can't quite fit it on. This is why I should have made sure I sorted my cargo out a bit better. But if you look at my bike, I do have some space on one of the side storage compartments. Yeah, space on the bike, you can normally fit like a extra large and then I think a medium on the side of it, or 2 small for example. Yeah, an extra large and a medium. I think you can normally fit them on one side. So because that container is a medium, yeah, see it fits on the side there. And now hopefully I can pick it up. Yes, there we go. Yeah, or it might be can only fit an extra large on there, but of course a large and a medium will work. Yeah, so just back down to Pizza Chef now. Then from here, we're going to take an order and make our way to the data scientist. We're going to take out a few more enemies along the way. I think it's the same again. This next order, the max points you can get is 200. I think it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to rest to make the enemies wake back up. Because if you look now at the camp, you know them enemies we knocked out earlier, they're still going to be knocked out. But if you rest 4 times, which is basically 2 hours, because each time you sleep, even if you choose to rest until morning, rest until night, each one counts as a sleep, and each sleep will advance time by 30 minutes. Right, let's deliver this pizza. Yeah, so again, it gets locked at like, I think it's 1.9 stars. Yeah, and that's a lot of likes. Yeah, undetected by hostiles, plus 200. Yeah, but good thing to know though is I guess because he's got locked at 1.9 after that big order, then when we do push him past that lock, he's going to probably jump up almost to star level 3 or 4. Right, once you delivered it, come into your ship, guys. Yeah, deliver their materials. Just put them in the private locker. And like I say, we're going to rest. Yeah, we're going to rest a little bit and then take that order for the data scientist. Yeah, so we're going to do a similar thing again. We're going to take out the enemies in the tower. Yeah, but I think this one, I think the maximum points, it might actually be 100. We'll see in a second. But yeah, I think it might actually be 100 maximum points. Like, you can't get any more. So 3 kills is all you need. 3 knockouts is all you need for maximum points. Yeah, whenever I say kills, I don't actually mean kill the enemy. I just mean like defeat them. Never kill an enemy, guys. So I'm just going to rest 4 times. You might want to rest 5 times just to be safe. But if you go outside and the enemies are still asleep, just come back down and rest again. But yeah, I'm just going to keep sleeping until the evening. Remember, the first time you come into a private room, that's going to be 30 minutes. Then you'll choose to just rest until morning or night time 3 more times, and that'll be 2 hours. Yeah, first time you come in, that'll be 30 minutes. And just choose to sleep 3 more times or rest. Yeah, it's basically like 2 hours in total. Yeah, make sure it's night time. So the final one wants to be a rest until evening. And then back up to the surface. So I know that the enemies are going to be woken back up now. So all the enemies will be back patrolling in them towers. And them towers are really easy to knock the enemies out there. Yeah, going to take a tri-cruiser again. We're not going to be crafting any roads on the way to the data scientist, but we'll try to uncover a few pavers and grab some lost cargo on the way as well. So remember, over here, guys, it wants to be night time as well. Yeah, you can change it back to story as well, because this is a normal order. Yeah, change back to story. We do not need it on casual yet, unless of course you've got a standard order already in progress because you sent some cargo somewhere for later. Right, yes, order 25. Order 25 next. Deliver a piping hot pizza to the data scientist. Yeah, so again, we need to keep it flat. So same thing applies, guys. Go into your cargo management, unload the pizza, put all the blood bags in your backpack, and then put the pizza on the top. Yeah, and blood bags weigh like, what, 1 kilo each? Yeah, so it doesn't add any extra weight to you. Right, once got it. Yeah, the way I checked how much time sleep in advances is I trigger this quest, and then when I slept, and I checked the order, and it told me how much time had passed. And that's how I found out 30 minutes every single time you sleep. Right, so we're going to take out 3 enemies first. Like I said, I think the maximum points you can get in this order is plus 100. And of course, you want to try to do it in stealth, because you'll get undetected points, you'll get stealth points, and also threat points. Threat basically is combat. So light come here gives you a good vantage point to get 3 enemies. Like I said, we want to get 3 enemies. You can almost always see the 2 in the tower, but it's the 3rd one I'm worried about. If you don't get a good vantage point, then you might not be able to see the first one until it gets really close and spots you. Right, so I can see 2 already. I mean, there's that one wandering about near the tower, and there's the one inside the tower. So I'm just looking for my third. Is that him? Okay. You'll know when you've taken him out, guys, because you get that like little slow motion effect. Yeah, there you go. That's it, 3 enemies. I think I've got them all. Yep, good to go. So 3 enemies, that's all you want to knock out for maximum points. Yeah, well, I tried to let you know about this. Every kind of encounter, we're going near meal camp and we're on an order, guys. Yeah, I'm going to try to give you a nice, easy way to get a few knockouts. You know, but just enough to get maximum points or near maximum. Because there will be some orders where even if you take out every single enemy, you might still not reach the limit. But of course, you're not going to knock out anymore, are you? Right, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm checking the share locker. Wow, look at all the materials inside there. I don't think I noticed. There's so many materials inside that private locker. Sorry, inside this safe house. Yeah, when you come to safe houses, guys, always have a look at how many materials are in them. Yes, I'm taking out a long-range bike. That's what I was doing. Yeah, so take out a long-range bike. Yeah, I can't believe how many materials are in there. I'm going to have to keep a look at these safe houses from now on. I don't think I've noticed until now. I do remember Death Stranding 1, safe houses have a lot of materials. So even any safe houses you drive past, you might not even want to use the safe house, but always keep an eye on how many materials they have in stock. Yeah, so you're going to find a lot of lost cargo now. We're going over to data scientist. You've got one piece there. This lost cargo has been in the same place on all my accounts. What I also like to do is just uncover this road paver. See that road paver I just uncovered? Just highlight that, guys, so it shows up on the map. Try not to get too close to the enemies. You do not want them to see you. Yep, so I've got that road paver. Of course, try not to damage your cargo. Yeah, then I come down here. We're making our way to data scientist. Yes, I just drove into a tree. I actually went a bit too far then. Yeah, this is the path I want to take. So keep scanning. Yeah, you'll see a lot of cargo for data scientists. Pick all this up. Yeah, so watch out for falling rocks. I think this only happens once. Yeah, when you first come into this small area. Yeah, it's like a little canyon. The rocks will fall down due to an earthquake, but like I said, I think it only happens once. Yeah, that's a road paver. There's another road paver there. You want to uncover that road paver as well. Right, and then carry on over to the data scientist. Yeah, because the road, it kind of takes you across these rocks when you form it all. Yeah, it'll take you across here and continue on past it. Yeah, it doesn't take you like between them. It's built on the top. Yeah, so there's some more lost cargo there for data scientist. Yeah, keep scanning, guys, and keep a lookout for all this lost cargo for data scientist. Some more over there. Yes, this light little hill we just went up, that's where the road paver is. And I'm driving into everything. Yeah, the more you damage your cargo, guys, the less likes you're going to get. It's not a massive amount of likes that you get knocked off, but of course, we want to try to get as much as possible. Yeah, so these mines, I just drive past them as quick as I can. Because once you drive past them and get to the shelter, they shouldn't chase you down there. And watch out for any rocks. And we get a camo soon, guys, as well. The camo which makes it so they do not work on you. Yeah, get the AI camo here, which I'm going to be using. Yeah, it makes so then like little mine bombs, they'll not work anymore. Right, deliver all this cargo, but not all at once. Yeah, you want to leave one piece out. Yeah, deliver all but one piece. Yeah, I've got an S rank. As you see, threat elimination, I killed 3 enemies, but only got 100 points. So it should have been 120. If you remember, one enemy knockout gives you 40 points, but it stopped at 100, because the limit is 100 for that order. Yeah, so bring them online. Yeah, you get the AI camo, get a sneaking boots, and you get a silenced weapon finally. Yeah, and one of the next orders we're going to be doing is we're going to infiltrate a mule camp, guys, and they're all going to come in very useful. Right, come back into the terminal. Yeah, you can take out some materials, some Kyle crystals. Yep, and I'm just going to deliver that. There you go. Hopefully that pushed me up to another rank. Get me some more unlocks. Yeah, there you go. It's about 2.4 stars. Yeah, because she stops at 1.9. She gets locked there to begin with. Yeah, we get the like little bunny hat. Increase your stamina regain, I think it does. Yes, there's another road paver over there. We're actually going to be building most of these road pavers in this next video. Yeah, before we crack on with the main order. But yes, I'm going to leave it there for that one, guys. So save your game. And I'll see you on part 15 tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.